meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. I'm in Las Vegas tonight working on the famed Crank Yankers. Drew is back in Los Angeles tonight in the beautiful, lush surroundings of the Loveline studio and the exquisitely detailed Westwood One in fabulous downtown Culver City. And it is an oasis out there. Just an island in a desert.
Joy,
Isn't it
yes.
a pleasure?
An island of joy, Adam. Yes, thank you.
Who are our guests tonight, Drew?
We have Chad and Jordan from Newfound Glory and Nate from Finch. And I just finished telling them before the mics heated up that they were looking around bewildered. Well, where is Adam? What's going on? I said, don't worry, I'll get an ass full of him. He'll be in your head.
Yeah.
Plenty of Adam.
Miss your face, Adam.
Yeah. Who said that, Chad?
Chad. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I miss you too, man. Hey, if you can hang around there just a short 23 hours and 52 minutes, you'll see me.
Great. It's worth a chance.
So, Newfound Glory, and who else is in the studio, Drew?
Finch. Finch's new band is called, new CD is called What Is It to Burn? They're on tour.
What It Is to Burn.
Oh, Drew.
What is it?
It's a typo. Hey, it says it on the paper. It's a typo.
Okay. Adam, are you shocked? Pick yourself off the ground. There's a typo on our information sheet here.
I don't believe it.
They're on tour with Newfound Glory. Is it tomorrow at the Plating?
Tomorrow it starts Plating.
Is that sold out or is that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then if you missed that, you can go to Las Vegas. Adam, they'll be there day after tomorrow at the Joint, and then in Denver, Colorado at the Fillmore, the 17th of October.
Oh, kids, it's like we're ships in the night. I'll be heading into L.A. tomorrow night. You guys will be heading out to Vegas. Oh, and you're going to be at the Joint at the Hard Rock, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's a nice venue there.
Yeah. Their new CD is called Sticks and Stones, and it's already gone gold.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Adam,
all right.
where's your spots, your hot spots in Vegas?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
I enjoy going to the OG, or as we know it, the Olympic Garden. That's always nice. There's a bunch of new strip joints that are opening up in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
There's there's Paradise, which is right across the street from where you guys will be staying. You're staying at the Hard Rock, right?
Yeah, we actually are. Yeah, I think so. So they'll have your name at the door. They'll be like, I know Adam. They'll let me in.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain knock, but you have to do it with your penis. It's a certain tone that only an erect penis can make, and that'll get you into just about any strip club out here. But Olympic Garden is nice, but if you're going to go out and booze, and you might as well just stagger across the street and go over to Paradise.
Cool.
Adam, every time, I don't think it's just because I'm not looking at you and I haven't listened to your voice, but every time you go to Vegas, you stuff up even worse than normal. You're like...
Do I?
You sound like...
No, that's the compression on the microphone or something.
No,
fine.
no. Try breathing through your nose. Go.
You ready?
Yeah.
I can do it.
All right. Yeah.
What do I get now, Drew? I successfully breathed through my nose. Shouldn't I get something?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's the air flight. Listen, I feel great, Drew. Do not try to ruin the evening tonight.
All right. Want to go on to the calls?
Yeah.
You haven't talked to Nate at all yet from Finch.
Yeah, we don't really know each other.
We're not close. We could be by the end of the night.
Unlike Newfound Glory,
I'm with it.
Who's from Florida, Adam? Florida, okay?
I love that state.
We actually live in California now.
We live in California.
So
Finch is from Temecula, which is California's version of Florida. Would you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's take a question for the band off the top. Hamid?
Oh, it's Hamid.
Hamid, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, it's okay.
15.
I had a question for, Newfound Glory. You guys are like my idols, man. You guys rock.
Thank you.
I was wondering, Jordan, is it hard for you to perform Sunny since it's about your grandpa and everything?
Not really, no.
Really?
It kind of makes me, it's kind of like my, I don't know, my...
It's your ventilation for it, man.
it's my, ode to him, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
Homage.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man. You guys rock.
No problem.
All right, buddy.
What?
Diane, 22. Diane.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
I'm kind of in a tricky situation right now. For the past 6, almost 7 months, I have been sleeping with a much older married man. It started out, I was renting off of him and his wife when I moved to a different state to start a new job. And it was very evident from when I first met them that they're not happily married, but I didn't really. That wasn't the situation I meant to get into.
Wait, you're renting a room from him?
I was originally. I just recently moved out of there.
How old is this guy?
He's late 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, much older.
Good times.
Yeah.
The problem is he's got a son that is 12, and when I was first living with them, it was actually like kind of nice because I was younger, like I could hang out with the son.
You didn't sleep with the son too.
Oh no. No, I was actually more of like, it's a very tense relationship in the family anyway, and I bonded with the son, and we got along really well.
How old is the son? Did I miss that?
12.
Oh, 12. Okay.
Did you come from a sort of tense family background yourself?
No, actually, my parents were divorced when I was very small. It was just me and my mom for a little while. But she remarried a very wonderful man. I had a really great relationship with him. And then they had 2 more children. I'm 6 years older than my sister and 9 years older than my brother.
Right.
And actually, as a unit, we were actually okay.
Right.
And that was kind of nice when I moved so far away from them to have kind of that recreation with his son, with the man's son, to be able to like be the older sister again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right. So what's the problem now?
The problem is that I'm feeling very uncomfortable with the situation. In the beginning, when
what is it now? Are you guys?
I gotta tell you, I never really felt great.
Wait a minute. Quiet. I want to know what the situation is. You said you were renting a room from him.
Just moved out.
And you've moved out, so you're not living with them anymore.
Okay, but.
And so what's so uncomfortable?
I want to break it off.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
A couple key things. One, I borrowed some money from him in order to get this other place.
Yeah, you don't owe it back to him.
That's yours.
Yeah, it's yours.
That's horror money.
If it's under $10,000, it's yours.
Take it and run.
Okay. Second
How much is it, by the way?
It's 4 digits, but it's under $10,000.
Okay. You just couldn't give us the amount.
He and his wife are obviously like their relationship is becoming more and more like ridiculously strained, and I'm very attached to the son. I feel kind of like I've left him behind in this crazy household of this screwed up family situation.
Can you keep in touch on email or some way to sort of keep a contact with him?
He has my number. The son does, but he and his father are in very close contact like all the time, and the son would know.
Who does he think you are? Just the person who rents the room?
Okay. In the beginning, it was the person who rents the room and fun sex on the side.
No, I mean the son.
Oh, the son has no idea what the really relationship dynamic is.
But as long as you're getting into it, what does the dad think you are? Fun sex on the side?
It started out being just fun, like, sex buddies, and now he's becoming, like, relationship-y. Like, let me take you to concerts and buy you things, and I'm really, like, that is too surreal for me.
All right, good.
Okay.
Good instinct. Get out of there.
Keep the money.
Listen, keep the money. You're done with him. It's just.
What about the son, though? I feel like I'm abandoning that person. I feel really guilty about.
Great.
Why don't you pay him back the money? He can buy,
you have a bunch of
weed and a big wheel.
You have a bunch of healthy instincts, Dan. Follow them. Get out of there. Get out of the situation with this guy. Cut it off completely, and maintain a relationship with the son somehow. I'm sure you can find a way. Email, phone, something, mail. It's got to be somewhere.
I wonder how many times. If she had sex with him more than 15 times, she should be able to keep any amount under $10,000.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's always been the Carolla policy, by the way. We've never argued with that. That's why I always break it off on the 14th. You see, I'm smart that way.
Isn't there some kind of law? Like if you're married 10 years, you split everything 50-50. If you had sex 15 times with somebody who's married, you owe them a certain amount of money.
They just don't have to pay you back whatever.
Yeah, whatever you. Yeah, right. Okay.
That's sex/hush money. That's fine.
Mike, 23.
Hey.
Hey, Mike.
Hey. You guys all rock?
Thank you.
Thanks.
My question is about acne, and if sun tanning or tanning booths are bad, will make me break out even more.
They will make you clear up initially and then break out even more.
Oh, they will?
Yeah. So there you go. Get on some acne. Do whatever you got to do. Get treated. There's no reason to have acne in this day and age. There's tons of treatment.
Well, why does it make you break out even more down the road?
Basically because your skin keratinizes, or hyperkeratinizes, and it covers over the pores you're trying to open up. And so you get more acne.
So I should stay out of the sun and stuff? Or?
No, just don't have big fluctuations in your sun exposure.
So just like, maybe a half an hour in the morning or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, darker hides them better.
Right.
Yeah, because
are you?
skin.
That's right.
Yeah, if you got pale skin, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, see a dermatologist, Mike, and get properly treated. There's topical things. There's Accutane. There's tons now for the treatment. So.
Let me give you guys my tips to avoiding zits, or at least taking care of zits as they come. First thing you got to do...
A hyperconcentrated Oxy... What is it?
Oxy 10.
Oxy 100.
What's that?
You're using like Oxy 100, weren't you?
Oh, you mean when I was using that drying catalyst that's used in Bondo to fix car fenders?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, yeah, you know why? Because I was doing a little Bondo work on my car when I was like 18 years old, and I had a big zit, and I had a date coming up. Actually, the date was just me beating off and crying that night watching Gunsmoke, but I still called it a date.
That's as good as it got when you were that age.
Well, I had all my stuffed animals there with me. I put out my little tea set and asked Mr. Bear to drink. Yeah, it was great. And I realized that this stuff I was using, this Bondo, is what's used to fix your auto body, do auto body repair with. It has a catalyst and it has a resin. And the catalyst is this drying agent, and it's orange. And I was reading the label, and it's 90% benzoyl peroxide. And I figured if the Oxy 10 was 10% and the Oxy 5 was 5%, imagine how much zit ass you could kick with 90% benzoyl peroxide. So I dabbed some of the catalyst from the Bondo on my head.
On your face.
Look at me.
On your face.
On my face. I'm beautiful now.
Yeah. Good times.
Work like a charm.
Okay,
you know what you got to do with zits? You got to put a pin in them. You got to find the pore that's the culprit, and you got to drop a pin into it, and you got to drain them out, and then you got to put that nice dab Oxy 10 on there. That's the way to do it.
Are you high or effed up or something?
What are you talking about?
You're unusually grandiose and verbose tonight, even for you. There's David.
Drew, isn't this how you get rid of a zit?
No, I would not imagine putting steel inside the zit.
You don't lance stuff? You don't put a pin in stuff?
No, that's a nice scar.
Now I know where to go. Just go to
Adam.
Oh, he gets off on it, too.
Drew, don't get me going on this. This is the best way to do it. The best.
You're right. I don't want to get you going. David David's from Florida. He is 18.
What's up?
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Good.
All right. I got a question. I've been going out with this girl for a year now, and I want to do something really special for her. I want to take her out for an entire day, just make an entire day of, just complete non-stress.
All right, hang on 1 second, Dave, 1 second. Do you have any kind of reaction to his call, Adam?
You mean like he's more into her than she is into him?
Oh, yes. Oh, I immediately get that. Don't you? Like, I'm imagining her going, oh, okay.
Whole day.
Yeah.
With Dave?
Oh, my God. You imagine what she's thinking. Oh, we got to lighten this up a little bit. I'm meaning to talk to you.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
Yeah.
David? Yeah.
This is your girlfriend?
No, it's not.
Not your girlfriend?
Oh, okay. I didn't know my girlfriend sounded like a man, but okay.
What?
I don't know. Okay, what's going on?
Is this person you'd like to take out for the day your girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes. How long has she been your girlfriend?
She's been my girlfriend for a year.
1 year?
Yes.
Have you slept with her?
Yes.
Have you put your penis in her dingling?
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
Yes, I have.
How long ago?
Today, as a matter of fact.
Today?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. All right. So they're boyfriend and girlfriend, Drew.
I'm not saying they aren't that.
And you want to take her out for a great day for her birthday, right?
Yeah, because one thing that involved in our relationship, I'm kind of the guy who usually goes out and does a lot of stuff. I'm a really, really, really busy person because I'm in a vehicle club here in Apopka. We're right now doing a show on Sunday. We're doing a vehicle show. I've been running around doing that for a very long time, for about the past 3 months. And the past
David, I'm going to guess your ride, okay?
Okay.
All right. First off, I'm going domestic. Yes?
No.
Foreign. Am I right?
Yeah, import.
I knew it. Yeah. I knew it. Import. All right. I'm going to go 93 Integra.
No, it's not a car.
It's not a car.
Not a car.
No, we do mini trucks, we do cars, we do, domestic trucks.
Oh, you're a truck guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a mini truck.
Yeah.
You're not near
good times.
You're not near Orlando Lakes, Florida, are you?
No.
Okay.
My aunt lives in Orlando Lakes, Florida. Though.
Okay.
You know what's funny is everything hits Florida about 10 years after we're done with it here in L.A. We were done with mini trucks in '89.
Yeah.
No,
Drew, like, when's the last time you saw a squatted mini truck with like some Webers on it and an exhaust system? Like 89, 90?
November 91.
November 91? Yeah. You remember where you were?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a crew cab Toyota. Dark blue and had been squatted about 3 inches, yes?
Yes.
50 series tires on it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it had Krager wheels. That's right. All right, so you want to do something nice for her. Do a picnic. Women love picnics.
Okay.
Dave, why do I get the sense, though, that you're sort of trying to turn up the heat on this thing, maybe when she's made some noise that perhaps she's not as into it as you are?
She's into it because I've told her about it. I've asked her. I said, No,
I mean into the relationship. Is she pulling back a little bit?
Am I?
She.
Oh, is she? No. I mean, it's surprisingly, we've gone out before for like 2 months, and that completely just went to
Next caller!
Because she kind of just ripped my heart out back then.
When was that? Yeah,
that was about 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years
Why is that not happening now?
Because she got with one guy, and she pretty much turned her entire life around because she realized that everybody was deserting her because of the way she was treating all of her boyfriends.
The way she was treating her boyfriends, not the kind of assholes that they were.
No. The guys would, lay down in front of her. Just, they would bow down to her because of how she was. She's kind of like, one of them women who...
Right, I'm with you now, Drew, but I don't want to get into this. But, David, here's the real question. On your mini truck, on the back window of your mini truck, do you have her name? Do you have her name on the passenger side?
No, I don't.
Do you at least have a Calvin sticker?
I'm sorry?
A Calvin sticker?
A Calvin, no.
How about the little kid peeing?
Yeah, Calvin. Yeah.
No, I don't have one of those.
Oh, Drew, that is the Calvin sticker, retard.
I didn't know that was the Calvin sticker. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Like, listen, if you're a Toyota man, then you got the Calvin sticker taking a leak on a Nissan.
Yeah.
If you're a Chevy man, then you got
Ford.
Calvin taking a leak on the Ford. And what I'd like to do is start branching into number 2, where he's actually squatting a dump on a number Ford. He's defecating on a Chevy or a Nissan. That's what I'd like to see. That means you've arrived, Drew. Look at you. Not only do you love your car, but you have disdain for all other vehicles that aren't your car.
I S on other vehicles.
And by the way, how does that work? Did Nissan give you that truck for free, or did you pay $22,000 for it?
Justin.
Oh, no.
22.
Right.
Speaking of 22. Justin.
Yes.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Okay. I've got a question. This girl that I've known for about 2 years that I've been just in love with, she got married 3 months ago. And, everyone I talk to about it is like, oh, just, drop her and forget about her, get another girl. But through the course of her relationship with this other guy, every week, we'd both end up crying, just telling each other how much we love each other. And we kind of decided we were soulmates, but she's kind of moved on and married this other guy, and I'm just kind of stuck with all the crap, So I don't know how to around
Pansy.
How to what?
How to just like, get away from like loving her basically.
Yeah, well, first of all, accept reality. She is married. You were in sort of stalking mode.
Right.
Yeah, she's somebody else's wife.
Right.
You let go, Justin. You're like nearing criminal kinds of thinking about this. I don't care what. It doesn't matter what you said or what fantasy you weaved. It was fantasy. She is someone else's wife. That is reality, and it's time to get on with it. And listen, hopefully you're 22. Hopefully you'll learn something about how people sort of manipulate each other and fuse, and the kind of fantasy that gets going in a relationship. It's not real. That is not real. Whatever you've woven with her does not exist.
Yeah.
So you saying you think they'll get back together?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
what I heard.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm well, of course, there's like the little part of me that would wish that, but...
Yeah, like your penis.
Right. Yeah. But
look, here's what's going on, Justin. You can't find another chick, and that's why you can't move on. You got to meet somebody else. You got to move forward.
Yeah.
You would forget about her pretty quickly if you started dating some new chick that you're into. Yeah. But you're not.
But he needs someone that gives him that gratification of a idealized fusion that this one did. It's perfect. We love each other. It wasn't even that. And
yeah, but don't you just put Justin on hold, because as you know, I don't like it when the caller's opinions interfere with my jags on the show.
Your diatribe must be uninterrupted. At least with me, you can just yell at me when I try to get a word in.
They're all full of pertinent information and facts, and as you know, there's no room for that on this show or in my life. But you guys all remember, well, wait a minute, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Finch, Newfound Glory, what are you guys? You guys all 22 years old?
21. 22.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much the same age.
21.
You guys are young.
So they never had the Carolla Pinsky adolescent experience.
Yeah, you guys are screwed, or quite possibly.
Well, they can never be radio hosts. Okay.
But, yeah, because they won't be miserable
That's
enough.
right.
But when you go through life and it's been a long, lonely journey, like I bet Justin's has been, and then you finally find someone who does love you, and it's all great, and you build this dream around them, and then you guys break up. You're under the impression that you can never find anybody else. This is the person, and now she's left, and that's it. You're out. You're like, it's like you're floating in the middle of the ocean, and you just see the lights of the boat getting further and further away, and there's never going to be another one coming around. Now, as you get a little older, and you've gone through a few women, you realize there's going to be another one around the next corner, and you just have to wait a little while until it comes around. It's easy to get obsessed when you're Justin and you're in his position. He just needs to find somebody else. And it's really the only thing that'll truly cure it, right?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
Well, is there any way to cure this?
He needs a lot of therapy if he's going to try.
Yeah, but that's 3 years. It's 3 years off.
You're right.
He just needs someone else to obsess on.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
You want to take a little break?
I do.
All right, Newfound Glory and Finch are both in the studio tonight. I'm out here in Vegas. Drew is back in L.A. with the boys, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Chad and Jordan are both here from Newfound Glory. Nate is here from Finch.
Hello.
And we're going to hear something from Newfound Glory in just a couple of few. First, though, I think we're going to take a phone call.
Or two.
Yes? Or two. Yes, Drew?
Garrett, 17.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I got a question for Chad.
Yes.
You were in Shai Hulud, weren't you?
Yeah, I sang.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, aside from the obscene amounts of money and beautiful women all over the place, what made you leave the band for Newfound Glory?
Well, actually, when I left the band, what people don't really realize is Shai Hulud was, Newfound Glory was like barely non-existent. We would play and no one would go, and Shai Hulud would play and there'd be millions of people there. And at that time, Newfound Glory, no one ever thought we'd get popular. As a matter of fact, everyone hated us, not hated us personally, but just didn't like this pop punk band playing with hardcore bands, you know. And Shai Hulud, just all the band members grew apart.
Does that mean something, Shai Hulud?
Shai Hulud is a sandworm from the movie Dune.
Nice.
So yeah, but all the members grew apart. Like, I'm not the only one that left. As a matter of fact, there's only one original member. But everyone always asks me because I'm the only one, like, in a new band. But, yeah, everyone just grew apart. Just the way, you know, a lot of the guys were fighting, like how you would fight in a relationship. And New Found Glory, though we weren't anywhere, we were playing in front of, like, 5 people. We all got along and just did it for the same reasons, which was to have fun. And, yeah.
Now they play in front of 15, Adam.
Yeah, now it's...
true.
Sometimes 20 people.
Hey, I was going to say put a 0 behind that 5 now, baby.
Yeah, right.
All right, this is Lexi. She's 16.
Yeah, I was wondering, there's this dude I'm totally in love with, but he's, like, gay, and I was just wondering if there's a way I can change him.
I'm not gay. I swear.
Chad is not gay.
I'm not...
There is no way you can change him. No, there is no way.
Jordan will... Yeah, you can never change.
Well, how gay is he?
Oh, cause I don't know, because when he... Sometimes as a joke, because we're, like, really good friends, he'll flirt at guys, but I don't know if he's actually joking or not.
Does he tell you that he's gay?
Well, the way it was we were talking, because he's, like, new at my school, you know?
Yeah.
And we were talking, and then he just happened to bring it up because I was saying how my friend acts gay.
Just grab his package.
And what did he
See
say?
what happens.
And what did he say?
And he said, he asked me if I, like, if he didn't like gay people, and he asked me and said, because I sort of swing that way.
That you don't like gay people?
No, I have nothing to do
No,
with
he
them.
said he swings that way, Drew.
Oh, I swing. He said that. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just, and I was just, I don't know, because I really like this guy, but I don't know.
Well, he's not into you at all, because if he was into you at all, he would not be talking about swinging toward the penis. You understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Nor would he be talking about that if he weren't swinging toward the penis. You know what I'm saying? Adam, do you think?
It's not usually something young guys brag about, but
Or even
certainly...
to scare someone off.
Certainly, if you have any interest at all in a young lady, you're not going to be even alluding to the fact that you're half gay. So
you're not going to be changing this guy, no matter what.
Okay.
Okay, it just doesn't happen. I have an interesting question. I was talking to someone the other day who was complaining that she always attracted homosexuals to her. That you know, every time she asked someone out, it would end up the guy was gay. And I asked her a question. I just had an instinct about it, and I asked her whether or not her parents. She particularly seemed attracted by transsexuals and things like that. And there's some evidence in research that transsexuals received messages, very harsh messages from their parents that they had been wanted as another sex when they were born. Like the parents wished they had been someone different than they were. Did anything like that happen to you when you were growing up?
No.
Your parents never said, "I wish you were a boy," or if you'd only been a boy?
No.
Okay. All right.
my parents, my dad wished I was a
Martian.
A hamster, actually, so I'd crap less in the house, be easier, and I wouldn't live as long.
Wouldn't smell quite so much.
Yeah, just keep me in my habit trail. Wouldn't be a big deal.
You've always enjoyed that wheel. Okay, here is, let's see, this is Chris, 17.
Hi.
Hey.
I cannot believe I got through. All right.
There you are.
Adam, you are a god.
Thank you.
There is no doubt about that.
Thank you.
And Dr. Drew, you are a passionate man.
God bless you.
And I can only hope to be half as passionate as you. All right.
It's kind of distracting, but go ahead.
Why is that distracting?
Adam, help.
This is the guy that the girl was talking about in the golf. Never
All right, Chris, what's your question?
Today, Junior! All right, sorry. Okay, there's this thing with my penis where towards the base, it's darker than towards the head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really weird because it's not like it fades or anything. It's just a line. And it kind of looks like the bottom half, I'm Puerto Rican, and the top half, I'm just white.
I kind of have that problem. Everyone says I have a purple penis.
Yeah, Jordan's Cuban. He has a purple penis.
Is that something to do with circumcision or something?
It can.
Yeah, there's like scarring and stuff.
Yes.
And by the way, if that part that's closest to you is Puerto Rican, that means the rest of you is Puerto Rican, right?
Well, now wait a minute.
Because the Puerto Rican can't just end and then start again. It has to go complete Puerto Rican and then stop 2 inches from the end of the penis. Isn't that true?
What happens to that tip, though? What's it become?
That's Swedish.
I see. I get it. Got it. All right. Good times. This is,
my penis is Japanese.
Yellow?
No, it has nothing to do with the color, unfortunately, Drew.
Okay. Chris, 27.
Yes.
What's up?
What's up, guys? I was just curious to know what the medical term for, what being frigid means, because I'm trying to find out if I am or not.
Well, it can mean a lot of different things. What's the problem?
Well, my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 5 years, and we had a very healthy sexual relationship the first 2.5 years, but for the past couple of years, I haven't had any interest.
Are you on any medication?
I'm not.
You start a new birth control pill?
No, I'm not on the pill.
No shots?
No what?
Depo-Provera, anything like that?
No, sir.
What were you using for birth control?
He wears the condom.
Okay. Is there anything else going on from a health standpoint?
No.
Have you been depressed?
I don't think so. I'm pretty...
Do you have a history of drug and alcohol use?
No, I don't.
All right.
Wait a minute. He's been wearing a condom for 5 years?
Yeah, he has.
Same condom?
The same
New
one.
condom?
Adam, we've got to come up with that condom loader. I was talking to Jimmy about it the other night, and boy, there is a need.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
5 years he's been using a condom in his relationship with you.
Yes.
That seems strange. No? Okay.
Nah.
All right. Miss Personality. Maybe she ain't into him anymore.
Yeah,
she could be fading.
You're right. Your vagina is speaking. It's telling you something. There's something is the matter with this relationship.
No, I love him. I mean, we love each other. I mean, he's so cool because he's wanting to help me with this thing, and he's talking to me saying that maybe I have some unresolved issues.
Like what?
In my past. Well, he doesn't know. He's asking me, and I'm like, I don't think that I do, but obviously something is going on because...
Well, there's a funny exchange there, Drew, where he's saying maybe you have some unresolved issues, and you say, like what? And she says, I don't know. He doesn't know.
Right, he doesn't know.
No, we're asking you what those unresolved issues might be, and you don't know what those are either?
That's the only thing we can think of that it would be.
Yeah, well, what's going on with you that might be unresolved?
Nothing. I mean,
nothing.
I've got a great job. I'm happy.
Your family didn't divorce?
Yeah, they did divorce.
How old were you
when I was 17?
All right, so that can significantly affect intimacy.
It can. 17.
It can, though. It can. And was there any sexual or physical abuse for you?
No.
Nothing like that?
Never.
No alcoholism in the family?
No alcoholics in the family?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
All right.
I think that you think of this guy as a great, great friend.
Yeah.
And that you're in love with the guy. You think he's the world's greatest guy, but you're just done being attracted to him.
Yeah, I think you've got to really be more, I suspect, more clear or more honest with yourself about what's going on in your feelings about this relationship. What's missing?
I mean, how can you argue that you're attracted to the guy? You're not on any substances. You don't have any prior abuse issues. There's nothing to do with any kind of birth control or anything. And you love him very much, but you just won't sleep with him.
Oh, we do, but it's not, it's more for his satisfaction.
All right, Chris, it's the same point. You won't even have a conversation. Your defense is so high about this. What we're saying is, how can you love a guy, be totally into him, and be not into him? How does that work?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
All right, doesn't work. Something's wrong.
No, you're not into him physically.
Your body's telling you something.
And this whole part, like when women go, oh, no, but I love him. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. I love him. Great guys and loving a guy does not necessarily equate into physical and sexual attraction.
Unfortunately, it doesn't. And if she had some trauma or some chaos in her life, we'd say she should just sabotage the relationship and she ought to hang in. And maybe it's her discomfort with intimacy, but she's comfortable with intimacy. It's just this one is fading.
And there's nothing to work out, really. I mean, what are you going to change? What are you going to work on?
Right.
She's got a great job. Everything's great.
She had no symptoms, no problems. Her body's just telling her something.
Not into this guy.
Yeah, it's for real.
All
right, listen, let's hear a song by Newfound Glory.
Yeah, we got time?
We do.
All right.
The song is called Head On Collision.
Newfound Glory, everybody. Chad and Jordan are in the studio, along with Nate from Finch, who's touring with Newfound Glory.
That's right. They'll be at the Joint on October 5th and the Fillmore in Denver, Colorado on October 17th.
Yes. Yummy.
And we'll take a quick break. I'm out here in Vegas. Those gents are back in Los Angeles, and we'll be right back after this. Hey, everybody. It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Vegas tonight. I'll be back in town tomorrow night. Nate is here from Finch, and Chad and Jordan are both here from Newfound Glory. And Drew.
Yeah, Adam, don't screw with my spidey sense. Be honest. Couple of highballs.
No.
You smoked a joint? Yes. Come on.
No. I had a Bloody Mary at the airport.
There we go. Okay.
At the airport in L.A.
Keep going.
Bloody Mary or 3.
You know what really looks bad when you're running late for your plane and you grab that double Bloody Mary and you never sit down. You just suck it up the straw in one breath. You just inhale it, and you're just standing at the bar going. And then you pop it and set it down on the counter and throw $10 down and start running for your plane. Yeah, it looks bad. Looks bad. I had a beer with dinner. One beer.
Keep going.
That's it. That's 2 cocktails over the course of 13, 14-hour days. So no harm, no foul.
And a bong load.
No, they don't have they don't have pot in Vegas.
That's right. They don't need it.
They don't need it. It doesn't work right. It's
too stimulating.
Yeah, it's like eating ice cream and chili or something. It's just, but they're both good. Don't get me wrong, but they're bad combination. You never see anyone smoking a doobie in Vegas. No one's ever talking about having a hit or anything. I'd like to change that about this town. When I'm in charge, Drew.
Well, why don't they open a Jamaican hotel? A Jamaican theme, you know?
Yeah, they really should. Where like everyone just sits around and you tell the bartender, "Hey, give me a scotch on the rocks." He's like, "Get it yourself, man." And he just lays back down again, and everyone just smokes weed.
Adam, one time we played Vegas, and we played the same night as a Fish concert. So there was in the casinos everywhere.
That was at the Luxor.
Yeah,
there was all these hippies at the Luxor.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it has to be brought into Vegas by Fish fans. Other than that, there's no weed in Vegas.
This is Nicole, who's 16. Nicole.
Hi.
Hey.
I just had a question for Nate from Finch.
Yes.
I was wondering what your main motivation for the lyrics are.
I just write about things that happen to me or people I know. They're just common emotions everybody goes through, really.
Yeah, I'm going to the show tomorrow night.
Are you? Really?
Yeah.
Cool. Hope to see you there.
I was wondering if you guys can play Gray Matter.
Yeah, we're playing that.
All right.
Right on.
Okay.
You mean tonight or tomorrow night?
Nate, I told you not to play that song.
Sorry, dude.
Is that it,
And I
Nicole?
wanted to say hi to Chad and Jordan, too.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hi, we're Jordan and Chad. Hi there. Hi.
This is now
Nate from Finch.
Oliver, 13.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, Oliver.
Hey, Chad and Jordan.
Hey, man.
Dude, oh my God, Newfound Glory is the best band ever.
What's up, man?
You guys are the reason why I ever wanted to be in a band. I'm in a band with my friends. You guys are my idols, man. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Oh, thanks. What's the name of your band?
Dude.
Oh, Freelance.
Freelance?
Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you guys from?
Oh,
Where's it
La
from?
Cañada.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. You're gonna come?
Where are you from?
La Cañada. It's near Glendale, Pasadena.
Okay.
Are you coming to any of the shows on this tour?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there tomorrow night.
Bring a little demo CD or a shirt and throw it at my head while we're playing.
Okay.
And then then we can hear your band.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Freelance.
Is it all ages show tomorrow night?
Yes.
Yeah. We only
All of our
really
shows.
play all ages shows. When we first
that's
started,
nice.
when we first started, I was only 17, so we couldn't play anything else. And
But
all of us
now
were
what
young underage.
about when you play like the Joint at the Hard Rock and it's in a casino? How do you do all ages there?
They're just, the venue's kind of at one of the ends of the casino, so
Yeah, you can enter.
Right.
they just don't let the kids in there, I guess.
All right. They can. I guess they can enter from the street side or from the parking
Yeah.
side
Also,
or
you
something.
can go around the periphery of the casino. You're just not allowed in it.
I used to,
Really? Okay.
when I was, 18, we'd play Vegas. I'd always run around and just sneak and play slots all the time.
Oliver, you had a question?
Oh yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm 13, and I have a friend that's a girl that's 14.
Yes.
And I like her and stuff.
Older girl.
Yeah, and
Nice.
but she's only 8 months older than me.
Oh, okay.
And she found out I like her somehow. I think some of my friends told her or something. And she said that she'd go out with me if I was 15. And that's like a year and 8 months difference.
Yeah, puberty's got to have set in, I guess, in her mind.
Yeah, you don't need her, man.
Yeah, she's toying with you.
Yeah, you don't need
Move
her.
on.
Screw her. Tell her to hit the road.
That's what everyone's saying.
So you're in a band, and you know. Just
man. You will have the last laugh, Oliver.
Yeah, but
your band will come out, and no girls like ever talk to us ever. 'Cause we're fat and ugly, and we still are. But now, for some reason, like they talk to us. So just stay in your band, no matter what you look like, no matter whatever. Eventually, they'll come around.
Yeah, you can build up like Adam has lots of resentments for everyone that mistreated you in high school. Adam, what you think?
Drew, you're on that list, buddy.
I wasn't in high school. I'm building resentments currently. But
you've made it onto my resentment list.
My God,
that's all.
Really, already.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
You haven't yet told me to kiss your ass the way you do with people that were around during high school.
You know why? Because you're so close and so easy. It's like I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
He knows how I feel.
Waiting for the right moment.
It's time for a break.
Right. Is it?
Yep.
Holy Christ. All right, Nate is here from Finch, Chad and Jordan here from Newfound Glory. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. I'm in Las Vegas tonight, working on a little Crank Yankers action. Dr. Drew is back there in the beautiful, beautiful, magical studios known as Westwood One. Nate is there from Finch, and Chad and Jordan are both there from Newfound Glory.
What kind of crazy nonsense were you having to sit through today at the Crank Yankers?
Super Dave, Super Dave Osborne was calling as his character, Tony Deloge, who's running for district selectman, trying to convince elderly people to do horrible things. I was, I called a veterinarian and tried to convince them that my male dog was looking for a sex change operation. He had become a female.
I still haven't seen the show. I want to see the show so bad.
Oh my God.
I called, there's I don't want to give too much away, but I probably won't even make the show. But I had my character Bertram has this 600 or 700 pound wife that we have an anniversary coming up, and I wanted to take her horseback riding. And I called these stables and wanted to know if they had a horse that could accommodate my morbidly obese wife. And the woman was like, well, we got a big horse, and you could put her on it, but if it hurts the horse, you're going to have to bring money to pay for the horse. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, well, the horse is worth $4,000. So, if it breaks its leg or something, you bought it. And I said, well, if my wife crushes the horse, aren't we going to have to put the horse down? And she's like, yeah, you're going to have to shoot it. So I'm like, well, how should we do that? And she's like, well, bring a pistol.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, so bring $4,000 and a pistol? And she's like, yep.
Oh, my God.
And I said, well, how much ammunition should I bring? And she's like, well, how good a shot are you?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, well, I don't know. How does it work? Well, you just put the gun up to the horse's temple and we'll kill it right there.
What did she say when you called back to get the clearance for her to...
Oh, we didn't. I don't know. I didn't call her back.
How does the show work? Do you just kind of have to ad-lib? Do you just kind of have to make it up as you go along?
Yeah, you get premises, like I call the ranch and try to get my fat wife on a horse. and then after we get the call, then we make the puppets act out whatever the call would be. But we got some good ones coming up. Oh, yes. Yeah. Tomorrow, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to call one of those, those burial at sea places, those the Neptune Society?
Yes.
I'm going to call these places that do these cheap sea burials and convince them that I want to bury my grandfather, but I want to do some sport fishing, too. And we'll see how that goes. But, it's amazing what you can talk people into.
All right, Hillary's 15.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Hillary, before you start, the boys and I of Newfound Glory were just going into great detailed discussion, Adam, about the nuances of Florida. Southern Florida, northern Florida, where the mullet resides.
Popka.
You got to cut us a little break here, Adam. We're from South Florida. Like Fort Lauderdale South. It's safe down there.
That's okay.
It's actually not safe. It's just not northern
Not
Florida.
Unsafe? Where's the home of the mullet? Where did the mullet originate?
That's like northern central Florida.
Tampa, St. Petersburg, and then all up Jacksonville.
Clearwater and all those places.
Apparently, where they tipped the country on its side to let all the nuts roll into Florida, Florida sort of folded right there at the state line, and so it kind of slows as it heads south. Yeah.
Beautiful country over there.
Okeechobee is horrible.
I would have sworn that the mullet originally originated in Europe somewhere, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess it was Florida. Although the Canadians caught on with the mullet too,
hockey hair.
strangely enough.
Hockey hair. Yep.
El Camino.
Actually, the first time I ever heard of the mullet, I was actually in Canada, and someone had a book of mullets, and it was like long time ago, like 6 years ago.
They're big. You know what's going to be bad? You know how the Asians like to pick up on whatever we're doing, but 20 years after the fact, like they're all big into big Cadillacs and Elvis and blue jeans and stuff. Wait till the mullet hits Japan. That's going to be a very sad day.
It's going to be hilarious.
I'd like the mullet to also hit
New Jersey.
It passed through New Jersey years ago. I would like to see it make its way to the Middle East.
Oh, man.
All right, Hillary, go ahead.
Okay, wow. That's funny. Okay, Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I'm from Marietta, so that's we're practically neighbors, because, you're from Temecula.
I live in Marietta.
Practically, yeah, so does Newfound.
Wait, what?
I live in Marietta.
Jordan lives in Marietta. She doesn't...
Oh, really? Oh, my God, wow.
I'm not telling you where, though.
Okay. I won't stalk you, I promise. Okay, so Nate, I just wanted to know, what was your most memorable performance ever, at a show?
Memorable performance?
Yeah.
Oh, man. We played Reading and Leeds in Europe, and there was a lot of kids there. It's probably the most people we've played for.
Oh, wow.
That was really good.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, hi, Adam.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's spectacular.
I'm just picturing Japanese and guys from Iraq with mullets.
It'd make CNN.
Yeah, you like Michael
really
Jackson,
funny.
bro?
Yeah, the mullet would work well with the kafai too, or the turban. You know what I mean? It lends itself well to, what is that, Drew? Not the turban, but the kafai.
Yes.
Where it gets longer and back. I mean, it would really work for those people. The weather's hot over there. They could really benefit from a mullet. I'm going to see if I can export the mullet over to the Middle East.
All right, Hillary, that it?
Yep, that's it. Thanks, guys.
All right. Oh, sorry. This is Jennifer.
As a matter of fact, wait a minute. I'm not done thinking about this mullet. That should be the official haircut of all the UN peacekeeping people and all our enlisted men. Anyone who represents this country, whether you work at an embassy or you're in the military, when you go overseas, you get a mullet. That way we could export the mullet. It would work. I'm convinced of it.
The ape drape.
You should copyright the mullet.
Yeah, has anyone ever done that?
The haircut? I don't know.
I should get the international rights to it. All right. What's up, Drew?
New level.
We got Jennifer.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good.
Hello. Good.
My question is actually kind of weird. I did egg donation 3 times.
Egg donation, okay.
Right, over the past couple years. And actually, me and my husband were attempting to get pregnant, not actively trying, but, without protection. And it hasn't happened at all. I mean, we've went months without protection. And I was wondering if that had anything to do with it.
Do you know that you're ovulating? Have you been checked for that?
Well, I'm still menstruating normally. I haven't been checked for ovulation or anything, but I mean, I haven't had any irregularities in my menstrual cycle, and
you haven't changed your weight or anything of that sort?
No, I'm slightly overweight, but I haven't changed weights. I haven't fluctuated.
All right.
Why were you donating eggs?
Well, actually, it was like a personal story. It's like my friend had a lot of miscarriages, and I could never actually do surrogate mother. But as far as age donation, it's not like a real child, so it's before the fact. So I could.
So you didn't get paid for it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
But that had a little bit to do with it, but it was more of a emotional thing.
Right.
You donated to a friend?
No, actually, it was anonymous.
Did you follow that, Adam? I didn't follow that.
Well, here's how it started. Why did you donate the eggs? She did not want to say for the money, so she said, I had a friend who had a lot of miscarriages, and I thought it'd be a good idea to donate the eggs.
For
and
her,
I said,
she even alluded to her.
that's the way she painted it. Then I said, well, was it for the money? And she said, well, yeah, they paid me.
Well, not the first time. It wasn't for the money.
Okay. How much did they pay you? How much the second time?
How much?
Yeah.
Oh, how much money?
Mm-hmm. No, how much did the eggs weigh?
Oh, I don't know.
How much money, goofball?
3,200.
Really?
Yeah.
Per egg?
Oh no, it's a flat rate.
Seems like you could have got more.
How many eggs did they get when they did the retrieval?
They got 7 eggs each time.
Wow, you were worth the money.
I guess so.
All right.
Does that have anything to do with it, do you think, or?
I doubt it. The fact that you're seemingly menstruating normally and you probably are ovulating, it probably has something to do with the two of you.
Okay.
And you should have a fertility evaluation. It could have something to do with it. That's one of the reasons you get paid to take the risk of donating the eggs. But
I mean, I do have another child, and it was very easy to get pregnant with her.
Was that with him? Same husband?
Yes. And it was back in '99 that I got pregnant. It was very quick. We had unprotected sex for maybe a week, and I was pregnant.
Well, yeah, but he had a worse job back then, right?
Right. Now he's an executive.
Yeah, see, that's how it works. Rich people can't have kids, but when you got a crappy job and no health care, then it's easy to bang the kids out. But here's a question I have. As a guy, they have these sperm donation centers, and, you can pick your father out, and if the guy's tall or has blue eyes or is a CPA or a head of some Fortune 500 company, the sperm is worth more, right?
I guess.
Yeah. Well, it is.
All right.
But now your eggs, if it's from a beautiful supermodel who's a heart surgeon, would be worth more, right?
You would think.
So, I mean, how do they set the price? That's what I'm curious about. Yeah. And 3,200 doesn't sound like a great compliment, Jennifer.
Well, actually, the way they do it is they give you an actual schedule when you first, go and sign up for it, and you have to give yourself injections in your stomach twice per day.
Jennifer, hang on a second. You're not answering the question. Go ahead and ask the question again, Adam.
Okay.
How do they work the pricing out for a woman?
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was trying to explain. It's not like a like a per egg thing, or this person's more attractive, so she gets more money.
So how do they set it?
It's just if you get
how they decide what the price is.
Right. Like there was one time where my eggs actually let down prior to retrieval, and I still got $900 for it.
How do they decide what the price is?
I have no idea the actual.
Thank you.
method.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
I understand
that's all
now.
we're asking. Okay.
I bet the price goes down the more they have to ask that question. No, I'm saying Cindy Crawford could probably get a healthy amount for one of her eggs, even if she wasn't Cindy Crawford.
Well, one of the arguments
if a woman like that just walked in, she just walked in, could probably get 10 grand for an egg.
One of the ethical arguments against money for eggs and sperm and whatnot is the whole notion of creating a market. That creating demand, creating a market, creating fluctuations of price based on perceived value, that sort of thing, is something that's considered unethical, frankly.
What's wrong with creating a super race of beautiful people?
Yeah. And so, I rest my case. And so,
there's something wrong with that?
And so, just keep going, Adam. You're making my case nicely. And
well, I mean, here's all I'm saying. We don't have a big problem as a society when we see all these commercials for makeup and weight loss and hair dye and all these exercise pieces of equipment and all this plastic surgery and all of this stuff. It's all an attempt to be more aesthetically pleasing.
So let me make sure I'm hearing you. Yes, why not go to the source? In other words,
go to the source.
As opposed to trying to shape the genetic material into something it doesn't want to go into or couldn't go into. Let's just break it down and go right to the source. God himself. Go right to the genetic material and start monkeying.
Why not? Why? Well, that's all we're doing anyway. All we're doing is a feeble attempt to change people's appearances, and it never ends up working because they got a bad hand dealt to them genetically. Why deal them that bad hand? Let's just have beautiful people. Wouldn't it put the world on a more even footing, Drew? Let me put this to you. What if everyone looked like Cindy Crawford? Then there'd be no, she gets the job because she's hot, or she gets the prom dates because she's hot. Everyone would be hot. Aha! I say we'd be living in a better world. There's more equity in my plan. Equality is what I'm saying.
A couple of points. A, you have not been drinking?
I said I had a couple of Bloody Marys on the way to the studio tonight.
And B.
And a couple Bloody Marys at the 11 o'clock break.
I imagine we'll be publishing a book about this soon, Mein Kampf.
I'd just like to bring up the fact that, we're all sitting here and we can see each other. Adam's probably, sitting on a couch, in a thong, with, his underwear.
Talking about creating a master race.
Al Bundy style.
DNA on CD.
I'm sucking off a hookah pipe.
Hands on his
Super
junk.
race. Yes, and they would all do my bidding. Yes. Super race of beautiful women to do Adam's bidding. No, okay. I'm just saying, what's wrong with taking some good-looking eggs, putting them with some nice-looking sperm, and making a beautiful omelet?
Marissa, 14.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi.
First of all, I have a question for Newfound Glory, but first of all, Adam, I just wanted to let you know I saw some massive mullets in Denmark last summer.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was, those guards.
Oh, but those are Florida tourists, right?
No, they were guards that were, guarding the castle.
Those are the famed mullet guards.
Yeah, with the fluffy hats.
Those guys are beef eaters. Those are those hats they wear. No, did you really see mullets in Denmark?
Yeah, I saw 3. I counted.
Three, nice.
3. Obviously never been to Florida.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Where you see 3 before you walk off the plane.
Listen, the governor of Florida has a mullet.
Oh, yeah?
And the first lady. All right, so what's up?
Well, first of all, Newfound Glory, Finch, I'm seeing you guys Sunday at the Ventura Theater. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
And Newfound Glory, I was just wondering if you guys like playing small venues or big things like the Warped Tour more, and why or why not?
Well, I don't know. There's pros and cons for both of them. If we play a small venue, it's really awesome because it's really intimate. You can be right up front with a crowd, and it's just so much fun. But you go outside and you have about 1,000 kids yelling at you because they couldn't get in.
Yeah.
So I love having that intimacy because that's where it all started. And then I love playing big venues too because everyone can get in, and everyone's happy, and you just have a really big show and everyone can enjoy themselves. So, there's pros and cons for both, but I just like playing in general.
Yeah.
The one thing that stinks about Warped Tour, Warped Tour is amazing. Actually, not Warped Tour, because Warped Tour, the barrier is close. But in big venues, when the barrier is far from the stage, that's when it stinks. Whenever the barrier is far from the stage, it's just really hard for the fans and for us to get into the show because you have to be up there in front of the kids. So
yeah, I saw you guys at the Warped Tour at Seaside Park, and it was totally awesome.
Oh,
That
cool.
day almost got trampled, but
sorry.
Good times.
And is it distracting as a band when you got that 45-year-old heavy-set black security guard who's just has his arms crossed the whole time and he's not even facing you and he can't even hear you and he doesn't act interested? Does that guy bum you out ever? You know what I'm talking about? The black security guard who won't rock?
I actually like tapping them on the head and stuff.
Yeah,
and
rubbing their heads and stuff.
I sing to them.
Yeah, kind of messy.
Those guys always make me feel like idiots when I'm jumping up and down and they're just standing there with their arms folded going...
Yeah, they're important people, Adam. I don't know if you know that.
I know they think they're important, but here's my thing. If I owned a company that provided security to concerts, I would have my guys rock.
Yeah.
See, I'd have those guys in those yellow windbreakers banging their head a little bit.
And they'd all have the mullet, too.
They'd have the mullet, and they would bang their heads, and every band would want to work with these guys.
You know what's really smart? In South Florida, there's this company. I guess I'm just tall. I'm not tough. I'm not really a security guard. But the production company was really smart. They'd have these punk rock metal shows, and they'd hire, me and a lot of my older friends who were kids that were in the scene and would go to shows to work the security. So, like you said, we would be in there and we'd like the band that was playing, and then when the kids would come over the barrier, we'd like to help everyone out because we're just like the kids in the crowd. So what you said is very smart.
Thank you. That's what the Stones did with the Hells Angels.
You ever see the women? You ever see the women with mullets, like the femulet?
Yeah.
The femulet's awesome.
That is a great look.
When it's like the poof on top and really long in the back.
It's a wonderful quality for a woman.
Doesn't
Steve Klein, our guitar player, his mom has that haircut.
Oh,
when you can work a little that perm into the femulate, the perm femulate, where it's got the wavy mullet. Oh, that
Especially,
is sweet.
It's also with that two-tone, like with the bleach that they didn't decide to go back and redo.
They
It's about 6 months old, half grown out, with the perm on the part that's colored.
I'm done. Oh, Drew, you brought me right to the point, then you pushed me over the top.
Hey, let's hear a song from Finch.
Yeah. Let me say this.
Okay, of course.
Real quickly about
real quick, of course.
The women, especially with the crazy hair, because all women do is look at magazines, watch soap operas, watch their favorite TV shows. You know, when a woman wants to decide how she should wear her hair, she watches Friends and sees what Rachel is wearing, right? Sees how she's wearing her hair. But then once in a while, you run into that chick at the airport with the femme mullet and the bad perm, the femulate. Right, and everything. And I want to tap her on the shoulder and go, do you know anyone who's wearing their hair that way? I mean, when you open the Vogue magazine, when you turn on Friends, when you watch the Emmys or the Academy Awards, you ever see any of the chicks up there sporting the femulate?
What are you thinking?
What are you thinking, and where did you decide that was a good hairdo? Who wears hair that way?
You know what?
It's not like Oprah or Martha Stewart is wearing her hair that way.
Not even.
You know what's sadder? What's even worse than that is when you see two parents, you know, looking all normal, and then you look at their kid, their kid's got the biggest mullet, like a rat tail.
Child abuse.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I would let my 5-year-old sport the Hitler mustache painted on with a Marks-a-Lot before I let him sport the mullet. Oh yes, and I am going to do that. I'm going to do that too, Drew.
Anyway,
all right, so what are we going to do? Here's something from Finch?
The song which shares its name with the title of the CD, What It Is to Burn. What? What's the matter?
We're going to break.
What's the matter?
No, we're not. We're going to song.
You cut me off. You cut me off guard, sorry.
Oh, we're going to song.
It's a very long song.
It's a very long, more than 5 minutes?
That's great, Drew.
Cut it off. I mean,
That's great radio.
It's a very long
we need
song.
to go to a commercial. It's no problem.
We'll go to,
You want to go to commercial and then play the song?
Yeah,
all right.
Much better.
Better yet, let's play it during the commercial.
There you go.
It'll be ours to enjoy. No, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and hear the Finch song after this. Hey, everybody, Loveline. I'm Adam. It's Drew. I'm out here in Nevada. Drew's out there in the United States. Chad and Jordan are both here from Newfound Glory. Nate is here from Finch.
I prefer to think of it more as just civilization as compared to Nevada.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that crowded out here this time. There's always something going on in this city, and for a change, there's nothing.
Recession, dude.
Yeah, but everyone's been saying that, but it's always been crowded every single time I've been here, and I've been here, 10 times in the last 10 months.
Well, it's finally trickling down. We have a great call up after the song we're going to hear. It's from a 15-year-old who wants to tell her parents that her girlfriend is a male-to-female pre-op transsexual.
Oh,
good. That's heavy.
Good
That is so Loveline, dude.
In the meantime, Finch has written a song called What It Is to Burn, and we're going to hear it.
That is Finch, everybody. That is Nate singing it. Nate, are you singing your brains? Is that you singing?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
Thanks, man.
How's, you didn't burst a vessel in your forehead or anything?
No, not yet.
When you were recording that, were they like, that's good, let's do one more take?
I did probably 3 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. 'Cause, that could be painful.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Thanks.
Drew?
I'm ready for this call.
Fired up over there?
Samantha, 15.
Hi. First I want to say hi to Adam and Drew. I love and respect both of you a lot.
Thank you.
Newfound Glory and Finch, that song was absolutely awesome.
Thanks.
But, all right, I've been with this girl for 6 months now. I've actually known her since April of last year.
How old is she?
She's 21.
You're 15 with a 21-year-old.
Yeah,
That's sort of problem number 1, isn't it?
I know.
You don't sound 15, your voice.
It's true.
You don't sound 15.
I am.
That's crazy.
All right.
Wacky.
We met online, which also is kind of weird.
Strike two, yes.
But we've been friends for a while, and in March we finally decided that we both really loved each other and got together. And she actually visited me this summer. My parents put her up in the apartment downstairs.
Where's she from?
She's from England.
Okay.
And they really like her a lot, and they know that we're really good friends. And I just feel like I'm lying to my parents, and sometimes I just really want to tell them, and I really don't know what to say because I don't know how they react.
To what?
Well, to us being together.
To you being a lesbian?
Not to that, but I'm bi. But I think that they take that rather well. But the fact that I'm with this girl and she's 21 and my parents let her into the house.
What about the transsexual part?
I really don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but that's something our listeners would enjoy hearing about. This gal used to be a guy?
She's pre-op, so she still has a penis.
Did you know that when you were talking to her online, or did you find out when she came and visited you?
I found out the first day I met her online.
And her dad found out when he had a few shots of Jaeger and headed downstairs to the apartment that was just in the garage.
So now, you got together with her physically while she was over here?
Yeah.
And so how did that work exactly? I always have to diagram these things because it's more than my feeble brain can handle.
Well, she's still anatomically a guy. She's on hormones.
Yeah, so how was it different than having sex with a guy?
It's not really any different until she gets an operation.
Aren't you gonna miss?
So you had sex with this person, intercourse with this person?
Yeah.
And when you were doing it with this person, you look at this person as a female, but when this person has an erect penis and it's hurting you, it's kind of hard to look at that person as a female, isn't it?
What I don't understand, sorry to interrupt you, Adam, is so the first time you found out she was she was transsexual was online?
Yeah.
Like the first email?
We met in a chat room.
So what made you are you into transsexuals? Because how do you, for me, talking to someone online, you can never get in a relationship online, but especially, unless you're into were you in a transsexual, chat room? What made you want to, continue talking to her? Not saying there's anything wrong with transsexuals, but the drive to continue talking to her and want her to come visit you. How do you get that over online? I just don't understand.
Well, I met her through a group of tight-knit friends online. So she was actually the second transsexual that I met within that group of friends. It's actually, it's the chat room for the online news group for a certain author. So all the people really know each other. Most of them live in England. And there's about 7 or 8 transsexuals on that community that I actually know.
That's the guy.
All right, well, let's ask a couple of questions. What sex does your parents think she is?
It is.
They know that she's transsexual, but they know that she's still really a guy.
And how do your parents seem to deal with that or feel about it?
My parents were confused at first, but I explained it, and my parents are usually very liberal and accepting, so I don't think they really had a problem with that.
What do your parents do?
How does it work, by the way, when a transsexual is staying at your house? Do they leave the toilet seat in the middle? It's not up, it's not down.
Or how about
just leaving it about 90 degrees? Leaving it, let's say about 45 degrees.
First of all, a 15-year-old's house, let alone
yes.
15-year-old girl's going to meet someone online and their parents are going to let them just, hey, sure.
Bring them on over, 21-year-old.
Transsexual, no problem.
What do your parents do for a living?
My dad works in car insurance, and my mom is the assistant director of a senior citizen center.
Oh, wait till those old codgers find out about this one. It's going to be the talk of the house.
Oh, my God. They'll have years of material.
And they're Jewish, too.
Ooh.
Yeah. Your parents are?
My parents and the senior center, so.
All right.
Oh, my God. Oh.
You got yourself in a spot.
I'm just envisioning another Jonestown experience here.
Yeah, they just serve up some Kool-Aid and the whole house takes themselves down.
In response to Samantha's behavior. I'm sorry, but it's the way it's going to go.
Wow. Okay, so your parents know this person is a pre-op transsexual.
Mhm.
Your parents are okay with that.
Yeah.
She stayed at your house for how long?
2 weeks.
And your parents got along well with it?
Yeah, they liked her.
And when she left, they said, please come again, perhaps this time without your penis, or how did this go? See you later?
They liked her. She said that she's welcome back anytime if she wanted to. The plan was originally that I live in a two-family house, and the apartment downstairs is empty, so she was going to sleep down there and everything. But it was during the summer, and there's no air conditioning down there, and it got really hot, so my mom felt bad, and she invited her to sleep in my room if she wanted, because I have air conditioning.
This reminds me of that Woody Allen film where they bring the ex-con in for dinner.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds... And now your parents, would you typify them as being
retarded?
Like very, very retarded? No, like ultra-liberal people? Are they kind of hippies?
My dad used to be a hippie.
There we go. Okay. Retarded. Okay.
And do you love your parents?
Yeah, a lot.
And you get along with them well, and there's no anger toward them?
There's the usual fighting and mother-daughter stuff, but I love them.
You don't have a score to settle?
No.
Well, she's kind of
really
stacked the cards on her end.
No abuse, no sexual abuse, no physical abuse, no alcohol abuse, nothing like that.
Not in my family.
You never had eating disorder yourself?
No,
yes.
I'm slightly overweight, but...
And you're really attracted. Now, do you think you already had sex with this? And by the way, not that many people get to have sex with somebody as each gender.
Both genders, yes.
So does he have breasts already?
Small. They're developing from the hormones she's taking.
But are you going to miss the penis?
I'll support her whichever way she decides to go.
Well, it's not like you can't bring the penis with him next time he comes out.
Good times.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my makeup kit, love. Yeah, there we go.
She really enjoys what she, I can't really say this on the radio, but she likes to confuse people about her gender. She gets a kick if she walks around a corner and somebody calls her sir, and then the next person calls her ma'am. She really doesn't have a problem with that. She likes to be androgynous. And
you know what? Someone that doesn't have a problem with that doesn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? She gets off on confusing people. Most people just don't think about it. They don't care, right? Whatever.
You know, at first I thought that was absolutely crazy, but now I'm starting to understand what she means, and I actually think it's funny, too.
Okay, so did your parents find out that you had sex with this person?
No, but I think that they actually suspect something.
What did you use for birth control?
I'm on the pill.
She used a condom. This guy used a condom and a sponge simultaneously. Put the sponge in his ass, and he put the condom on what was left of his penis.
Listen, I'm so verklempt by these kinds of situations. I keep expecting him not to be able to impregnate her somehow.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so you want to tell your parents what?
I just don't want to lie to them anymore, but I want to tell them that we've been together for 6 months, but
right.
I really don't know.
Samantha, who are you kidding? Wait a minute. Now let's get down to it here. Who are you kidding? That's a score to settle. Why do you have such a score to settle with your parents?
I don't have a score to settle.
You do.
Yeah,
what is that? I don't want to lie to them.
I have to tell them at Thanksgiving. The
guy slept in your room. They can figure out what's going on.
I think they have an idea, but I'm just afraid that if I come out and tell them that they'll get really mad.
So why are you even contemplating telling them?
Because...
What if this were just a guy you'd slept with? Would you have to tell him? You'd have to tell them if it were a guy you slept with?
If it was just a guy I slept with, or if it was a guy that I was really in love with.
Do they know about every guy you slept with?
I've only slept with her.
Okay. I think, and I agree with Drew, the fact that you need to tell them suggests that you have a little score to settle with.
A major score to settle.
I'm just really open with...
No, I beg your pardon. That's not what this is. That's not what this is.
Okay, this person's in England, right?
Yeah.
And their penis is in Amsterdam, or where's their penis? Is it still attached to them?
Yes, it's in England.
When is the penis coming off?
She doesn't know. She doesn't have the money to do it right now.
I see. And you're going to keep this relationship going via the internet until when? This person can come out again?
Oh, we really love each other, and I'm planning to visit England next summer.
So you got almost a year before you go over there, right?
Yeah.
And your parents are going to let you go out there and stay with this person?
Yep.
Where does she live with her family?
No, right now she lives with some housemates, but by then she'll probably be living by herself.
Where is her family of origin?
Chorley, which is in northwest England.
So they're still
all right, but I'm sure they wrote her off years ago.
Yes,
Here's the deal. If you want to go visit this person next summer, you may damage the opportunity to do that if you tell your parents that you're having this crazy transsexual, trans-bi love relationship with this person and their potential penis. So don't tell them, because they may not let you go next year.
Well,
How about that?
I was just afraid that they'd actually cut off my internet service, because that's basically all I need to connect.
Good. Don't tell him then. There's another reason why.
Yeah.
You'll get your internet service cut off. He'll get his penis cut off.
It's be a
Everything
miserable
cut off.
conflict. It's so important to you to give them this 1-2 punch that you're willing to tolerate all that. It speaks volumes about you're not needing to settle a score with them. We have to take a break.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
you want to go back to her?
No, but if you heard of anything more effed up than this, I mean, really, and the person is 21 years old, and the folks are saying, "Come stay in my child's
There
bedroom."
are so many layers to this that are screwed up. It almost defies. It's an adult with a child. It's somebody from out of the country that the parents welcome in, somebody they don't know, and have her sleep in her room with her. The parents are just checked out completely, and she's angry about that and now has to settle some scores for the parents not being parents.
Agree. She wants her parents to set boundaries, and they won't.
She's trying to wake them from their stupor, and they will not. Look what she's done to try to get something out of them. I'm going to bring a she/him in and sleep with she/him.
Not to mention the fact
an
that
adult she/him.
She's what, 15? She's talking about love.
Oh, she's completely in love. Completely.
Yeah.
Oh, and the person lives in England and is going to lose their penis. This is a disaster. I don't know that there's anything we can do.
We don't even know if this person's ever going to lose her penis, his penis, their penis.
I don't know how it goes over there in England. I don't know how much it costs or how much money you have to save up or if the government helps out with that. But, it's glad to know that there's nut jobs in England, too, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That they're not all just in Florida out here.
Hey.
Northern Florida.
North
I beg
Florida.
your pardon, yes.
Yeah.
All right, in the meantime.
We'll take a little break, and we'll be right back with Finch and Newfound Glory. Yep. Hey, everybody, Loveline. I'm Adam, that's Doc Drew. I'm in Nevada. Finch is in studio tonight, actually just Nate from Finch, and Chad and Jordan are both here from Newfound Glory. And Drew?
Yeah.
Let's power through a few calls.
I just want to say the band was a little freaked out after that last call.
It is a weird
It's hard to comprehend. It's hard to...
Chad particularly was shaken, and Jordan made the comment that just, having sex with lots of women is a much simpler life.
Yeah.
True. Well, not that I have sex with lots of women, but...
He has lots of men.
But it would be simpler.
Yeah.
All right, we'll power through some calls. Here is Charissa. Charissa?
Beat it. Beat the Ducks.
97 minutes. Charissa, Texas.
All right.
Good times. This is Madison, 15.
Hi, yeah. I just wanted to say that I love Newfound Glory, and then I want to see you on tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Thank
The
you.
Hollywood Palladium.
Yes.
Yeah, I love you. Oh my gosh. And Chad.
Yeah.
I made a shirt, and it says "I love Chad," and I'm wearing it.
Aw, thank you.
Wait a minute. I got an I Love Chad shirt.
Hey, so do I. Adam's wearing his I Love Chad shirt and his underwear.
Listen, Madison, we're going to have to do a little rock, paper, scissor when you get off the air to figure out who's going to wear the I Love Chad shirt tomorrow, all right?
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to know, what's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform now is off the new album is this song called Something I Call Personality.
Uh-huh. Oh, I love that song.
It's not my favorite song on the CD, but it's definitely the best song to play live.
Yeah, the song Glory for Love.
Glory of Love?
Yeah, I love that song. It, like, made me cry the first time I listened to it.
Oh, thanks. We're playing that tomorrow, so.
You are? Oh, my God. I was like, oh, hopefully they'll play it.
No, they were just going to do Van Halen covers tomorrow.
Wow. Stephanie, 14.
Thank you.
Chill pill.
Hello?
Hey, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Oh, hey. I just want to tell you guys that I love you guys. And Newfound Glory.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to tell you that you guys, he is like, oh, my God, I just love your guys' songs.
Oh,
Stephanie,
thank you.
hold on one second.
Okay.
I think she has to. She needs some sort of an award for multimedia presentation. Don't you think? If we get a phone going, a big screen TV, and I'm waiting for the smoke alarm to chirp.
I know you hear what she's watching.
What are you watching?
Oh, my mom and dad, they're watching something.
They're watching something.
Huh?
Thanks.
Our callers do not disappoint, do they?
No, they're watching something.
It's very helpful. Michelle, 18.
Hi.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that I love Finch and Newfound Glory. You guys you guys are amazing.
You coming to the show?
I'm going to tomorrow on my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And on the 7th
Oh, cool. When's the 7th?
at House of Blues.
Oh, okay, cool. How old are you?
7th.
I'm going to be 19 tomorrow.
Oh.
Wait. What at the House of Blues?
In Anaheim?
Oh, yeah, we're playing in the House of Blues in Anaheim.
When?
Yeah.
October 7th?
Yeah.
It's not on our list here.
No.
Okay.
All right, Drew, shut up.
Why you gotta be so hard, Drew?
Bakersfield. They'll be in Bakersfield October 8th, Adam. And Chico October 10th.
Chico.
October 11th in San Francisco. Portland the 12th. Seattle the 13th and 14th. All right.
Drew, you want to take some calls, right?
So what else, Michelle? Anything else?
Yeah, okay, there's this guy that I was seeing like a couple years ago, and just recently we've been like messing around, and I want to tell him that I like him, but I don't want him to like push me away, because I know that's what he'll do.
Beat you away?
Like, no, push me away.
If he's into you, he will not push you away.
But he's kind of too into himself that he thinks he can get any girl that he wants. And
Yeah, well, but then he's not interested in relationships, and no matter what you say, he's not going to be into it.
Okay. So you're saying I shouldn't tell him? Because if I'm scared that if I tell him that I won't have what we have now at all, like anything.
He doesn't
you
care.
don't have anything now.
He doesn't care. What he has now is sex. That's all he cares about.
Okay.
I wouldn't waste your feelings on a guy like that.
Yeah, if he's that into himself, then it's probably not worth it.
All right, we got to take a break. We got to.
I love the fact that women get really turned on when a guy's really into himself.
Yeah, please.
That's such an aphrodisiac for women. They're always like, and they always do it too. They go, hey, look at Scott. He thinks he's so hot. He knows he's hot. I'm so into Scott now because he thinks he's so hot. As a guy. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Actually, Scott Baio, but anyone named Scott. The point is a guy, we would love a woman who really isn't into herself. That means more oral sex. That means less screwing around with our friends. You know, I mean, we're looking for people who don't like themselves. You women love a guy who loves himself. I can't stand that about you. But just for the record, Adam Carolla, in love with himself, ladies. In love.
He'll be busy with himself during the break. Let's get
going back to the hotel and going to love on himself.
Good time.
Hey, Drew. Yeah. Drew, do me a favor. Mop up. I got a long drive back to the hotel. Would you?
Can I call you?
Yeah, you can call me. I just want to say, I want to say bye to Nate and Chad and Jordan, and tell you guys I'll see you in person next time you come in.
All right.
Take care, man.
Talk to you in a while.
We'll be back.
Well, that about does it for Loveline, and I hope you guys learned something tonight about male to female transsexual behavior.
And femulates.
Femulates and northern versus southern Florida. It's very important information.
So
being
little
part of tonight.
Civil War.
Newfound Glory, Finch, they'll be on tour tomorrow at the Palladium. And then you're going to 45 other cities.
Yeah.
October 5th at the Joint in Las Vegas, October 17th at the Fillmore in Denver. I guess
San Diego's on Friday.
I guess everything else is sold out. That's probably why they didn't have me mentioning it. But yes, that'll be the 4th at Cox Arena and the 6th in Ventura, the 7th back in Anaheim at the House of Blues, Bakersfield on the 8th, Chico on the 10th. And we got to go, running out of satellite time here. So on behalf of Adam Carolla, this is Dr. Drew saying mahalo. I'm I'm going to bring a she-him in and sleep with she-him.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.